Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about Pau Gasol. That's right, guys. Pau Gasol has just announced that he will be retiring from the NBA after a 19-year career that spans with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, I have to say, when it comes all said and done, Pau Gasol is one of the most greatest big men of all time. I have to say, guys, I mean, you may disagree with me or not, but it's the truth. When it comes to a guy of his size and dominated in the NBA, he was recognized as one of the most best big men of all time. I mean, he when it comes to international wise, I mean, he achieved the goal when it comes to those particular players. Dirk Nowitzki and Pau Gasol. I mean, those certain international players. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo achieving a goal, coming to the NBA, being drafted, and winning a championship, and achieving milestones and stuff like that. I mean, it's just he's been well known to be recognized as one of the most greatest, big men of all time, and that's my own personal opinion. And a greatest Laker of all time. I mean, you have to put that into account because he achieved what most Laker fans and Lakers players couldn't achieve, and that is to win a championship. Back to back even. So it's just well deserved for the Lakers to announce also that he is going to have his jersey retired, his number 16 jersey in Staples. So it's just well deserved, and he had a great career, and looking at his stat line throughout his career, he scored 20,000 points in the NBA. I mean, that's just very notable to really admire, because he just brought so much to the table, and scoring wise and rebounding, and all across the board. I mean, defensively, everything. And when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers, he achieved that right away, especially alongside with his best friend, his buddy in the great late Kobe Bryant. It's just one of the best duos in Lakers history, alongside the best of all, and that was Shaq and Kobe. So when you look at dynamic duos, you obviously have to put Kobe and Pau Gasol into that conversation, because they achieved the goal, and that was to win a championship, not once but twice, back to back, in the 2009 and 2010 season. So championships. So it was just one of the most iconic type of guy. I mean, he is going to be remembered in Lakers Nation and in LA, because the LA, they he always raves about Los Angeles and what he what the city gave to him and his family. And it's just one of those type of appreciations that we obviously have to give to him, because he achieved the goal. And once a Laker, always a Laker. I mean, that is the way of the Lakers, what they stand for when it comes to certain players achieving goals. If that means, achieving a championship, or just being a Laker in general and just achieving good things, it's just has to be remembered. And obviously, I personally am a fan of Pau Gasol and what he brought to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, even through the bad times when the Lakers were basically one of the worst teams in the NBA at certain points, in 2014, I believe, when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. And we still had Kobe then, and he was just in there in the bunch, but obviously the Lakers needed to move on, and he moved on, achieved many goals, and I believe he even at the late of his career went to one All-Star appearance. So he since then tried to achieve some goals, and obviously he did. And at the end of the day, even though some teams didn't want of him, he went back home and play basketball there. And obviously he's calling it quits. He's retiring, and rightfully so. And, he just has a great resume under his belt, and I won't be surprised if he be named into the Hall of Fame someday. I mean, he has that the resume and the caliber of achieving that one day, and hopefully he does, guys, because he did so much for the NBA, in my personal opinion. I mean, he really did, and especially for Lakers Nation and the Lakers, and for them to retire his number is well deserved, and has been for quite some time in the conversations that he achieved that. So it's just real great to see Pau Gasol, obviously, retiring and achieving that goal of having his jersey retired. And guys, it all started with a trade. It all started with a trade that was one of the most greatest trades of all time. And that was the Lakers trading Kwame Brown for Pau Gasol. And even though that trade at the time, some people may have said that was the worst trade from the Memphis Grizzlies perspective, but for us, Lakers Nation, it was one of the greatest trades of all time. I mean, I can obviously put that in the rankings of when the Lakers traded for Shaq, when they traded for Kobe, and all of that. He's in that conversation as one of the best trades of all time in Lakers history. And at the end of the day, the Memphis Grizzlies did get Marc Gasol, I mean the brother of Pau Gasol. So obviously, it was kind of a win-win type of situation. Marc Gasol achieved numerous goals with the Memphis Grizzlies, winning Defensive Player of the Year and All-Star appearances. So it was kind of a win-win type of scenario. And, it's just, you have to just remember, he brought so much to the franchise, and, he just has to be ranked as one of the most greatest big men in Lakers history. I mean, he's in the conversation of that. And, I just wish him nothing but the best in retirement. I hope he enjoys it. And hopefully, just things, turn out great for him in his retirement. Maybe he will end up owning the, I don't know, maybe a Spain basketball team. You never know. So, I mean, that's what his brother is doing. I might be mistaken, but I'm actually rambling at the moment. I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions about Pau Gasol's retirement. And, guys, what do you guys think about his career in the NBA, his 19-year in the NBA, and that spanned with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers and some other teams with the San Antonio Spurs and the Chicago Bulls and stuff like that. I mean, he had a pretty good career and a decent one. I mean, he averaged throughout his career around 16 to 17 points a game. So it's well recognized as one of the most best careers for an international type of player to achieve. And he's in the conversation as one of the greats. So when it comes to achieving that, in conversations with Dirk Nowitzki and, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those certain players. And I wish him nothing but the best in retirement. And I hope very soon we see his jersey retired. I'm not sure when did the Lakers announced it, but when they will announce it. It was probably there. I probably miswrote it when I saw the notifications that the Lakers were going to retire his number. It could be this year. I might be mistaken, but, it remains to be seen about that. And I'll put it on this video for you guys to just be accurate of what I'm saying. So hopefully it's there for you guys to see it. And I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it. And give me your thoughts about Pau Gasol's career in the NBA. Was it a great career? I really want to know your thoughts about that. And what do you guys think about the Lakers retiring his number? Do you think it's a good move or do you think it's a bad move? If you guys think it's a bad move, then shame on you because, he had a great career with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, achieved championships, all-star appearances, and, he was just one of the best duos to be recognized in the history books for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, in my doubt, no, without a doubt. You know, he just in that conversation, he deserves it, and I wish him nothing but the best in retirement, and hope he enjoys it. And guys, please make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Guys, please make sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. And congratulations on a great career, Pau Gasol, champion, Los Angeles Lakers. Take it easy, guys.